Today we are going to learn about set language. Exercise 1.2. I think you already learned about what is set, what are the types of sets. Now we are going to learn about cardinal number of set. Cardinal number means how many elements in the set, how many elements in the inside set. Okay. So first sum p is equal to x such that x is equal to 3n plus 2. N is belongs to W. W means whole number. Whole number starts with 0 and x is less than 15. Here limit is given. X not exceed to 15. So first we find the value of the x. We put the value n from what number we start, because n is belongs to W, so we starts with 0. So in terms of n, we substitute the value 0. So n is equal to 0 means x is equal to 3 into 0 plus 2 is equal to 0 plus 2 is equal to 2. Then n is equal to 1. In the place of n, we replace n as 1. So 3 into 1 plus 2, that's equal to 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Then n is equal to 2. X is equal to 3 into 2 plus 2. 3 2s are 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. Up to if n is equal to 4, we find. Now we get 14. Here also x is less than 15 is given. So we stop up to n is equal to 4. Now we write the set. Set p is equal to 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. We get the numbers. So we write it. Now cardinal number. Cardinal number means inside the set how many elements is there. So n of p is equal to 5. Then next sum, r is equal to x such that x is an integer. Integer means 0, positive numbers and also the negative numbers. So x is belongs to z is also given and the limit is given -5 less than or equal to x less than 5. Less than or equal to means the before number is also included in that set. Okay. Here only the less than symbol. Therefore 5 don't come to the set. Before number we stopped up to before number only. So r is equal to -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many elements is there? 10 elements is there. So n of r is equal to 10. Do you understand why we starts with -5 and stop with 4? Do you understand? Because equal symbol is here. Equal symbol இருந்தால் அந்த நம்பரும் சேர்ந்து வரும். ஈக்குவல் சிம்பிள் இல்லை அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு முந்தின நம்பரோட நம்ம ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிடணும். ஸோ அதோட ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிடுறோம். ஓகே. நெக்ஸ்ட் சம். Identify finite or infinite. Finite means it has end. Infinite means there is no end. It is going on. So first sum, y is equal to the set of all straight lines passing through a point. In one point, how many lines we can draw? We can draw many lines from a point. From a single point, we can draw many lines. There many lines can be drawn from a point. Therefore, it is infinite set. We cannot countable. Okay. Therefore, it is infinite set. Next sum, b is equal to x such that x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. X is belongs to n. N means we starts from 1. Now here is given one quadratic equation is given. So we find the two values is directly. So x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0 means when we multiply the two, x square means 2 x values, we get a x values are 2 values we can get. So x multiply, when we multiply two numbers we got 6, and also when we add the same two numbers we get -5. What are the numbers? -2 and -3. When we multiply -2 and -3 we get +6. When we add -2 and -3 we get -5. So x minus 2, x minus 3 is equal to 0. From this we get x is equal to 2 and 3. So only In this set we have only the two elements, so it is a finite set. If we have any quadratic equation, it has a set only two elements, so it is a finite set. Then next sum, identify equivalent or unequal or equal sets. So first we know what are the difference between these three sets. First, equal sets means elements of the two sets inside the set both are same. Both are same means equal sets. If we compare two sets, inside the elements both are same means equal sets. Unequal means if one element is missing or one element is another element is also having. If that type of set is unequal. ஒரு செட்டில் வந்து ரெண்டு செட்டை கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது ஒரு செட்டில் இருக்கிறது இன்னொரு செட்டில் இல்லாமல் இருக்கலாம், இல்லைனா வேறு ஏதாவது நம்பர்ஸ் இருந்தாலும் தட் இஸ் அன்ஈக்குவல் செட்ஸ். ஈக்குவல் செட்னா ஃபஸ்ட்டு செட்டில் இருக்கிற எல்லா எலிமெண்ட்ஸும் செகண்ட் செட்லேயும் இருக்கணும், ஒன்று கூட மிஸ் ஆகக்கூடாது. ஓகேவா? நெக்ஸ்ட், ஈக்குவலன்ட் செட் மீன்ஸ் what is equivalent set? Equivalent set means number of elements. When we compare the two sets, the number of elements in the set is equal means it is equivalent sets. Inside the elements, inside the set we have a elements, no? That number of elements is equal means it is equivalent set. When we do the sums, we can know, we can understood. First, C is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5 is given. D is equal to X such that X belongs to W. W means starting with 0. But here limit is given. 1 is less than X, less than 5. So, less than equal is not given. So, from 2, 3, 4 only we have 3 numbers only. Here first set 2, 3, 4, 5. Second set 2, 3, 4 only. So, this is unequal sets. Rendu equal illa. Therefore, it is unequal sets. Next sum, X is equal to X such that X is a letter in the word life. Then Y is equal to F-I-L-E. So first set we should write X is equal to what are the words? L-I-F-E. So put a comma and write the letters only. Okay. Then Y is equal to directly given, so F-I-L-E. Same letters are in the two sets. Okay, F here is also given, here is also given. So same letters, but interchanging is interchange. Here letters are interchanging, but letters, same letters, both sets having the same letters. So it is equal sets. Next, equivalent set. G is given, G is equal to X. X is a prime number, 3 less than X less than 23. Okay, height is equal to X such that X is a divisor of 18. So first we write the set. Prime number means which are the numbers divisible by itself and also 1. That is the numbers are prime number. So prime number between 3 less than or equal to X less than 23 means in between 3 and 23. So 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Then height is equal to 1. A divisor of 18. So divisor of 18s are the numbers are writing 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18. Now count the how many elements inside the set. So n of G is equal to how many elements there? So 6. In height, how many elements inside the set? N of height is equal to 6. So n of G is equal to n of height is equal to 6 means it is equivalent sets. Equivalent sets means number of elements inside the sets are equal. Okay. Next one, identify null set or singleton set. Null set means there is no element in that set. There is no element means ஒரு element கூட அந்த செட்டுக்குள்ளே இருக்கக்கூடாது, அந்த மாதிரி இது null set. Singleton set means only one element is inside the set. அந்த செட்டுக்குள்ளே ஒரே ஒரு எலிமெண்ட் இருந்தால் that is singleton set. So first sum, A is equal to X such that X belongs to N, 1 less than X less than 2. In between 1 and 2, do you have natural number, any natural number? There is no natural numbers in between 1 and 2. Therefore, no natural numbers is in between 1 and 2. Therefore, it is null set. Next sum, C is equal to set. Inside set we have 0. 0 is a number. It is inside of C we have only one element, no? Therefore n of C is equal to 1. It is singleton set. N of C means number of elements inside the set. Number of elements inside the set is only 1. Therefore it is singleton set. Do you understand? Next one, start which pairs of sets are disjoint or overlapping. What is disjoint and overlapping? Disjoint means there is no intersection in between two sets. There is no intersection. Intersection means there is no common values. Okay, there is no common values in between two sets means that is disjoint set. Overlapping means any one of the any one or two elements are equal in both of the sets. There is intersection between given two sets means that is overlapping. So first example, C is equal to x such that x is a prime number, x is greater than 2. D is also given. First C set we write. What is given? X is a prime number, x is greater than 2. Prime numbers, we can write the prime numbers, all the prime numbers greater than 2. So 3, 5, 7, it has no end, it is going on. Then D is given. D, x such that x is an even prime number. What is even prime number? What are the even prime numbers we have? We have only one even prime number, that is 2 only. So we put the set D is equal to 2. These two sets, there is any common elements we have? There is no common element in these two sets. C and D are, therefore C and D are disjoint sets. Do you understand? There is no common element. ரெண்டுலேயும் சேமான எலிமெண்ட்ஸ் இல்லாததுனால it is disjoint sets. Next one, E is equal to x such that x is a factor of 24. So x is a factor of 24 na x 24 வந்து எதாலலாம் டிவைட் ஆகுமோ அந்த வேல்யூஸ் எல்லாம் எழுதணும். So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. Next F set is x such that x is a multiple of 3. In limit is also given x is less than 13. Multiple of 3. What is multiple of 3? What are the values of multiple of 3? In 3 tables, how many elements we have? We write. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Why we write up to 27? Here limit is given. X is less than 30 only. So we stopped up to 27. Here common elements we have 3. Both sets having 3. Then both the sets have 6. Both the sets have 12. Both the sets have 24. So common elements we have. So E and F are overlapping sets. Next one. Sixth sum. If S is equal to square, rectangle, circle, rhombus, triangle is given. Given set. That is given set. Then we have some subsets. The set of shapes which have 4 equal sides. In given set, what are the shapes are having 4 equal sides? Square and rhombus. So subset of S is equal to square and rhombus. Then the set of shapes which have 5 sides. We take one elements from this set only. So from here, did any one shape have 5 sides? No. 3 side triangle has 3 side, square, rectangle and rhombus have 4 side, circle has no side. So here there is no 5 sides shape element, there is no we have. So subset of S is equal to empty set. இங்கே இல்லை 5 shape 5 sides உள்ளது வந்து பென்டகன் வந்து இங்கே இல்லை. அதனால் இந்த சப்செட் வந்து என்னது வெறும் எம்டி செட் நல் செட்டாக நம்ம எழுதுகிறோம். ஓகே, ஹேவ் யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டுட்? நெக்ஸ்ட் சம். இஃப் A is equal to inside set A and AB we have, AB is also inside one set, write all the subsets of A. All the subsets means, so first empty set, all the in any set we have, so any set have a subset means empty set, then singleton sets, then double element sets, then triple element set, up to going on. So subset of A are first empty set, then A only, then A B only, then two sets A comma AB. Okay, now we write the power set. What is power set? Power set is the P of A. Power set, what is a power set? Power set means when we write the subset inside the set. When we write the subset inside the set, it is a power set. It is just subsets if we write the sets, these subsets inside the set. அதாவது சப்செட்ஸை நம்ம ஒரு செட்டுக்குள்ளே எழுதுறதுக்கு பேர் தான் பவர் செட். தட் இஸ் பி ஆஃப் ஏ. ஒரு செட்டுக்குள்ளே அந்த சப்செட் வேல்யூஸை ஃபுல்லாக எழுதிடணும். தேட்ஸ் ஆல். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் சம். ரைட் டவுன் த பவர் செட் ஆஃப் த ஃபாலோயிங் செட்ஸ். ரைட் டவுன் த பவர் செட் மீன்ஸ் வி ரைட் த ஆல் த power sets. So power set means singleton set, the first one empty set, then all the single set. Next we write the double element set, after triple element sets. So singleton set, next P Q R S, singleton sets, next P Q Q R R S S P S Q we write. Next triple set P Q R Q R S R S P SPQ, just we like. Then we write PQRS also. Okay, now we write the power set. We can write this. Now next sum. E is equal to empty set. This is pi. Pi means it is empty set. Okay, so P of E is equal to empty set. Inside the set we put the empty set. That's equal to, that's also write like this. Okay, empty set இப்படியும் எழுதலாம். E is equal to 5 means pi means empty set. So we can write like this. So here that's equal to pi. Empty ஒரு செட்டுக்குள்ளே நம்ம எழுதுறது தான் P of E. Okay, power set. Next, find the number of subsets. Find the number of subsets and the number of proper subset. What is subsets and what is proper subset? First we know. Subset means we write all the first empty set, then singleton sets, then double element sets, then triple element sets. No, in that given set again அந்த செட்டுக்குள்ளே நம்ம எழுதணும்னா அது சப்செட். சாதாரண சப்செட்டுக்கு கிவன் செட்டும் சேர்ந்து வரும். பட் ப்ராப்பர் சப்செட்டில் எது வராது? கிவன் செட்டு எழுதக்கூடாது. எந்த செட்டாக இருந்தாலும், இப்போ ரெட் ப்ளூ க்ரே எல்லோனா நம்ம ட்ரிபிள் இருக்குது, இதில் 3 வேல்யூஸ் இருக்குது அப்படின்னா ஃபஸ்ட்டு வெறும் எம்டி செட், அப்புறம் ஒவ்வொரு நம்பர்ஸையும் எழுதுவோம், அப்புறம் 2 சேர்த்து எழுதுவோம், அப்புறம் 3 சேர்த்து எழுதுவோம்ல. அப்படி எழுதும்போது கொடுத்துருக்கிற செட்டை நம்ம ரிட்டன் எழுதக்கூடாதது ப்ராப்பர் சப்செட். ப்ராப்பர் சப்செட்டில் ஒரே ஒரு எலிமெண்ட் வராது. எது வராது? கிவன் எலிமெண்ட் வராது. கிவன் செட் வராது. எந்த செட்டு கிவனாக இருக்கோ அது வராது. ஸோ அது இல்லாமல் இருக்கணும். அப்படிங்கும்போது சப்செட்டுக்கும் ப்ராப்பர் சப்செட்டுக்கும் என்ன டிஃப்ரெண்ட் இருக்கும்? அப்போது there is only one element is different. ஓகே, அதுதான் நம்ம இப்போ கண்டுபிடிக்க போகிறோம். பாருங்கள், W is equal to red, blue, yellow is given. First we find the number of subset is asking, not asking the subsets. Number of subset is asking. So n of W is equal to 3. The number of subsets equal to, number of subsets how we denoted? N of P of W is denoted. How we can write? It has one formula, 2 to the power m. What is the formula? 2 to the power m. Subset, number of subsets, to find the number of subsets means we have a formula 2 to the power m. That's equal to 2 to the power this 3. 2 to the power 3 means 2 into 2 into 2. That is equal to 8. Now we find, then asking the number of proper subsets. Number of proper subset means that's equal to only one element is removed. Therefore 2 power m minus 1. 2 power m values we already get 8. Therefore 8 minus 1 is 7. Number of proper subsets 7. Okay. Now next sum. X is equal to x square, x belongs to n, x square is less than or equal to 100. So first we find the value x. What is given? X belongs to n. So starts with 1. Then limit is x square value is less than or equal to 100. So first we find the x square values. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square up to 10 square. Why we find up to 10 square here? X square is less than or equal to 100 is given. Therefore, up to 100 only we can find. So 1, 4, 9, 10, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, then 100. Now n of x is equal to 10. N of x is equal to 10 means what? Here asking number of subsets. So number of subsets means what is the formula? 2 power m. So 2 power 10. 2 power 10 means 2 10 times. We multiply 2 as 10 times. To 2 into 2 into 2 into then up continuously 10 times. We multiply and get 1024. So number of subsets equal to 1024 we have. You know number of proper subsets how many? Only one element is removed from the subsets. So number of proper subset is equal to 1024 minus 1, that is 1023. Do you understand? Next sum. If n of a is equal to 4, find n of p of a. Here set is given, then we find the number of subsets or number of proper subset we find. Here directly given the number of elements inside the set. So n of a is directly given. We find n of p of a. Therefore n of p of a, what is the formula? 2 power m. So 2 power 4. 2 power 4 means multiply 2 as 4 times. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 4. 2 into 4 times we can multiply. We get 16. So n of p of a is equal to 16. Next sum. N of a is equal to 0. Find n of p of a. N of a is equal to 0 means n of p of a is, what is the formula? 2 power m. So 2 power 0. You already learned in algebra. A to the power 0 is equal to 1. Any number having the power is 0 means value is 1. Therefore 2 power 0 is equal to 1. N of p of a is equal to 1. Next sum. N of p of a is given. Find n of a. Okay. Reversely asking. So n of p of a is equal to 256. It is given. N of p of a, what is the formula for n of p of a? 2 power m. 2 power m is equal to 256. So 256 we divided only by 2. Don't divide it by 4, 8 and all. Why? Here 2 power m. We change 256 as 2 to the power only. So we divided only by 2. 2 8 times is 256. So 2 to the power m is equal to 2 to the power 8. So m is equal to 8. That is n of a is equal to 8. Do you understand? Thank you.